It's really coming down. It's a freak storm, I think.
Oh yeah, water everywhere.
I think what happened is I flooded my engine. I could feel my car floating.
It just all happened so fast. It was amazing.
Oh, this is cold.
The rain, the hail, the flooding, and now
Yeah.
this.
Well, it hailed.
Unbelievable.
We've got 4 feet of hail blocking an intersection.
This is crazy. You can't beat this. This is unbelievable. It's June, for crying out loud.
You know, from what I understand, the rainwater just pulled all of this hail down into this little valley here.
Yeah. There was actually a lot of cars that were stuck in it, including a Hummer. But right now, the main focus is to get the roadways opened up.
This will take forever to clean up.
I know.
Glad it's not me.
Seen flames shooting out there like a flamethrower.
Few things look more unreal to the bystander than a raging industrial fire amid swirling snow flurries and moisture.
The police said there's going to be major smoke damage and stuff on in all of our units over there. A lot of water.
And few things are more worrisome than news that your business may be destroyed.
Wow. That's something, huh? Hopefully insurance covers all this.
Daryl owns an auto body shop next to the burning carpet warehouse.
Now all we can do is wait.
He got out safely. His dog got out. But several $100,000 worth of cars and equipment are still behind those firehouses in yellow tape.
It's my livelihood, and I just hope that we can pick up the pieces and get going again. It's starting to hit home now.
The business itself is stacked floor to ceiling with carpet rolls.
And that means literally tons of flammable material in the building where the fire started.
Couldn't figure what in the world.
John Vanoy said it happened when the propane tank that powers his forklift caught fire and exploded. He suffered minor burns to his hands.
It's not bad, I'm just lucky.
And when the smoke clears, so is Daryl. Learning his business only suffered some minor water damage.
We're not in bad shape at all. That's a blessing.
The hive wrapped around a bed frame and dresser.
Oh, yeah.
For months, Paul Upsall and his family never even knew it was there.
I came out with a can of Raid. I got about right over here, got stung on my cheek, and that was the end of that idea.
You're pretty scary.
Upsall wants no part of the bees, but Larry Brown collects them.
Okay, well, that's gonna be cute.
The hive will be a great addition to his bee farm in Larkspur. But first, he has to gather it up. Simple, really. Use a vacuum to pull the bees off the honeycomb into the box.
With a little luck, I won't get stung more than once or twice.
I just don't even know what they can do.
The more bees Brown collects, it seems, the more he finds.
Just keep wondering if I'm going to be able to find the queen.
I've never seen a swarm like that. I'm surprised we can be this close, really, without getting stung.
Upsall was lucky.
I'm hiding.
Brown's wife got stung and ran for cover. Minutes later, this reporter was stung and also ran for cover. It almost happened a third time. 40,000 bees gathered up in about 2 hours, and Larry Brown didn't suffer a single sting.
Watch yourself, there's bees out here. Go ahead, get away. Keep going, keep going.
And at with photojournalist Corky Scholl,
Keep
Andrew Resnick, 9 News.
The colorful addition to the high school hallway was up only a few hours.
If it was a Mexican guy, it would have been Mexican people.
Before some students and even parents were calling to complain.
A friend of mine went home because she's seen the KKK and the SWAT stick.
Images that represent racism, gang violence, drugs. Some students felt it painted a negative stereotype of blacks and Hispanics.
He was just telling me about this needle right here, and I was like, why you gotta be black like that?
Many others decided there was more to it.
And then there's that little girl over there that's pregnant, and her mom and dad are yelling at her.
They got a mixture of races in here, but it's not being racist. It's just telling you what really happening in the world, and It needs to change.
The mural is called In Transition.
And then people took it offensive. Why would they take it offensive?
For real.
I'm like,
this is stuff that's going on.
Because they're
People
ignorant.
need to open up their eyes and realize.
When you see like the person up there that's like breaking free from it and breaking free from the chains, it makes a lot more sense.
It attracted a crowd of South High schoolers who discussed, debated, and formed their opinions.
They shouldn't take it down.
But the opinion of school district administrators was that the mural was a distraction.
We're in the last week of the high school semester this week. Next week is finals. And we just don't need that kind of disruption in the community.
Even though the work of art was up for just half a school day, in the eyes of many students, it served its purpose.
It definitely made everyone think today.
In a house of peace and prayer and possibility.
Okay, I'm ready.
The race.
Just a stick here.
The chase.
Fighting that old flu already.
Thank you very much.
The search is over.
I seem to feel like I'd have better luck in the lottery.
Olin Smith knows he's finally found it.
It was worth the chase.
You were under 65?
Yes.
Okay.
Picked up the phone, they said, better hurry, we're closing in 10 minutes. That was 15 minutes ago.
Hopefully it will get him and the rest of them through the winter.
We won't run out today.
Good.
Most of them, their doctors don't have vaccine.
There you are. That's perfect.
So they come here.
Thank you.
But finding it
I was on hold for about 35 minutes.
is as difficult as it ever has been.
Get you a Band-Aid and you're good to go.
And some are worried some will just give up.
Yeah, I'm real fearful that somebody's not going to get it that needs it.
So they dole it out accordingly.
Mostly seniors.
Isn't that wonderful that goes so quickly?
It's something the federal government says
Well, let's get you one today, okay?
it's now going to do as well.
Because everywhere else I called,
They're not giving them. I know.
Pick and choose.
And I know it stings.
I think mostly we're concerned about the nursing homes.
Salvation, it is not,
Give that back to you.
but in a place of peace and prayer. The race,
Which arm do you want, right?
the chase,
I'm so grateful to get a shot.
the search offers people like Olin Smith the possibility of continued health.
Every place I turned, they said, we're out, no more.
Like that for about.
It's very windy tonight, it's cold.
Thank you.
We are at Kellogg Field, Regis Jesuit High School, Aurora, Colorado. Friday night is Friday night football at Regis.
Everybody these days has their own way of getting ready for the big game.
Talking is optional, screaming is required.
Can I have an amen? Amen! At Regis Jesuit High School, number 55, senior Steve Prohira is no exception.
There's nothing more fun than this. Nothing more fun.
Well, actually, he and 9 of his best friends are the exceptions.
We're not cheerleaders. We're the rowdies.
The Regis Rowdies have for a decade combined Friday Night Lights with Saturday Night Live and Saturday Night Fever.
Regis! Regis! The criteria are you have to bleed Regis. You have to love this school. You have to have no shame, and you gotta love cheering. Defense!
One look and listen,
You went backwards!
and you can understand why they're not invited to tennis or golf matches.
You know that no matter what you do out here, as long as you're dressed like this, everyone's gonna cheer and yell for you. Whose house?
Except for the opposition,
They have male cheerleaders. It's a little weird.
who haven't quite embraced the tradition through the years.
I saw one that was a little overweight, actually. And he had this tight white shirt on, and his flab was hanging over, and these shorts were like shorter than shorts I wear.
The Rowdies are considered a prestigious group at the school. Seriously, they are. Can I get another amen?
We have practices usually before school, during school, after school.
Call them motivators, call them costume challenged, but do not, absolutely not, call them, well, you know.
I'll take Spirit Squad over cheerleader. Cheerleaders don't have hairy legs and shorty shorts. Cheerleaders are blonde and pretty, and they dance around. Rowdies are ugly, they don't know how to dance. Oh, yeah!
But the Rowdies do know how to celebrate their Friday nights.
I make a total fool of myself, because I know the crowd loves it. Whose house?
With photojournalist Brett Ollis,
Regis is very, very unique.
Adam Schrager,
Make some noise!
9 News.
Yeah! 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 Make some noise!
Game on. You grow like this.
It's very crowded.
You've got to expect change. That's what happens.
You're always bumping into people.
In a school built for 1,300.
We're pretty close to 1,700.
Even the weight rooms.
Next year, close to 2,000.
Gotta wait. Too many people, not enough space. Once rural, Brighton High is rural no more.
It's the first time, in my teaching career, I've had a kid late to class because they had to stand in line in the bathroom.
And now this, a sport as timeless as the diamond it plays upon, as eternal as the sky that floats above, and unfortunately a sport as hindered as any by what lies on the grass in the middle of winter. That gave Coach Sean Costello
babe, way hit the hanger.
when the rest of the Brighton Bulldogs apparently only one option, and not a good one.
And so we wouldn't be able to get into the gym till real late at night.
Really late, too late. It was booked solid. So in a place where rural life is hesitantly getting out of the way, progress, they say, the Bulldogs decided to move to the one place Costello and the guys could truly call home.
The barn or the farm.
The horses moved out, and the Bulldogs moved in.
Good.
Game on.
We could sit here and complain about it. That's not going to do anything.
Credit sophomore lefty
And
Lyle Panel
so
with the idea.
my parents suggested that we could come out here because we have plenty of space.
And space is perhaps what it takes to work on that fastball.
I know I could get better. Lost the ball underneath the crate.
Funny how the errant ones always seem to get eaten up by the hay.
We lost the ball.
It's not ideal.
We had some propane heaters, but we ran out of propane last night.
There's not too many people that believe us, but it's what we like to do. We like to play baseball, so.
But senior and team leader Chris Hathaway will tell you why they're here.
Oh, I'm trying to win a state championship here. Last year, might as well go out with a bang.
Coach Costello will give you his own reason.
If we don't do something like this, we're going to be behind.
And so what if sometimes the baseballs go awry? Inside the barn, on top of the dirt and the dust, sometimes things just have a habit of working themselves out.
I found a better one, come on.
Too many people, not enough space. It can't get in the way of a dream. And who knows, if they win it all this year, a tradition this may become.
It should if we do.
Game on. Chris Vanderveen, 9 News.
Here, one more slack on this side. Push it tight.
It takes the brain power of 4 men and the brawn of a front-end loader to move this 400-pound dumpster. Remember that.
That worked pretty good.
When you see what happens to it later.
Okay, everybody, keep voices down, please.
Tuna fish and the jam.
Loaded with smelly goodies, naturalists bait the containers.
See, what they get by pushing on it is a little bit of a bend, which makes them think, like, if I keep going, I'm going to get a reward.
Dan Veach hopes they don't get the reward. He wants his Colorado containers to withstand the grizzly test.
I think our dumpsters will prevail.
Once the trash cans are deliciously dressed, it's time to get out and call in the testers. 3 grizzlies leave their dens.
Here they come.
Revel, Nakina, and Kobach enter cautiously, smelling something new.
Look, he just covers up that container.
Even though they're big and strong, the cans can still make them nervous. Outside this refuge, some were pelted with rubber bullets or booby traps to scare them from getting into trash.
When bears have conflict with humans, the bear loses.
8 grizzlies live here at the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center in West Yellowstone, Montana. They can no longer live in the wild.
Basically, where you get the saying, a fed bear is a dead bear, it is dead to the wild population.
But here in captivity, they teach humans how to protect other bears. Grizzlies are extremely smart and very persistent, so they're the best testers to show which cans won't work. The grizzlies have learned that if they try hard enough, they'll get the food inside. If the container gives an inch,
It's gonna get it.
the grizzly will try to force it to give in. But this strength is nothing compared to the big bear.
Look how big he is.
Sam is a 900-pound grizzly, and he knows how to push a dumpster around. Remember that 400-pound dumpster?
Oh, he's got it, he got it!
While the big bear can get into almost anything, many products held up well.
I think this is a the maximum test you could give any of these bear-proof containers.
leaving the manufacturers with the bear proof.
Okay, Cam, let's play some baseball, okay? Watch the ball.
He started playing in the basement. We were just practicing down there, teaching him how to swing and how to stand, and then he got hitting too hard, and then we were afraid something was going to get broken, so we moved it outside and started playing outside.
I see a big home run. There's one over the fence.
What's your name?
Cameron.
How old are you?
3.5.
Can you hit a baseball?
Yeah. He picked up on it pretty quickly.
I've thrown about 30 so far, and he's hit, I think, 29 of them.
Are you pretty good?
Yeah. And then I think just practice, and you know, he just got stronger and stronger.
Show me muscles.
Watch it, see? I like hitting home runs.
More accurate.
How many baseballs can you hit?
Like 5.
5?
And his little sister enjoys watching him.
So you got 2 bats?
Mm-hmm.
What do you use the orange one for?
I'm for the soft ones.
And then you use the red bat for what?
The howl ball.
Ready?
So what about the cars themselves, though? Aren't they in danger?
We're actually more worried about people walking by. You know, the balls aren't too hard, so I'm not too worried.
Can you get another one over the fence?
Yeah, watch.
Okay.
Watch it.
Oh, bad pitch by Dad. Oh, he still got it.
Sometimes do you hit your dad?
Yeah.
How's your dad like that?
Like really fun. Like when I hit him.
What I do, huh?
I just hit him and he said, oh.
Ow! Off the fence. Off the garage. Off the cameraman. Can you say watch out, Todd Helton?
Nope.
Why not? Because why?
Because he's 3.5.
Yeah.
Ow!
We just keep moving him back further and further. So, you know, he has to try a little bit harder to get it over the fence.
Yay! Got it.
I went boing over the fence.
All right, you ready? Let's go. Look for cars. Look for cars, kiddo. Watch out, Larry Walker.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
No.
He's a funny kid. He's a funny kid. And he's a good natured little boy. So we have fun.
There you go. Nice.
It's hard to say why they leave the warmth of their homes on this day. The biting November winds have stripped away the last leaves of fall. Here and there, a few birds bicker over sidewalk crumbs. But skirting along the shadows by the old church, they come, some with the quick step of youth, some with aching slowness. They're drawn here by the strongest magnet known to man, the right to choose one's own destiny.
This is what our country is founded on. It is an honor. I take it very seriously.
Despite the oft-repeated rubric, the odds are profoundly against any one of these people actually making a difference. But that's wisdom from the head. From the heart comes a different wisdom, that being even a tiny part of a movement, raising even a small voice to a belief, actually can determine the course of fate.
Democracy, everybody has their little piece to put in, and I feel that that's important.
Some of the young show up not knowing what they'll actually do at that moment of decision. Some of the old are more sure. Even if they have no confidence, they'll still be around to hear how the world turns out.
I mean, that's what this is for, is to make the world a safer, better place to live.
It's not obligation. It's not duty. It's not some act mandated by government. It's something deep in the spirit. The urge to take part, the urge to know that you helped set a course. It's late fall, bordering on winter, but each of these people knows that spring is coming.
I'm grateful for that.
This is Ward Lucas.
We call ourselves the Western Slope. It's primarily agriculture.
We're kind of to ourselves, but
a good place to be.
Good morning, Western Colorado. We announced the ton of cookies for Christmas on our show on a Saturday morning.
Should we do a chocolate walnut one?
Yeah.
Everybody's pulled together and trying to make this ton of cookies sent to Iraq happen.
That's the kind of community this is.
We're making cookies again.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Well, good.
Good.
I know that children love cookies and soldiers are our children today.
My residents are getting to give of themselves, and that's making their hearts swell pretty good with pride.
Did they like our cookies?
Yes, we do make the best cookies.
It's a simple little cookie. You wouldn't believe it, but how much that means to a soldier. And as you've seen some of the cards that'll be going out today.
Dear soldiers, Merry Christmas. Thank you, soldiers, for serving in the Army for us. I really appreciate your hard work. You are so brave. Now I can sleep good at night knowing no one will try to hurt me. I will pray for you. I hope you will have a wonderful Christmas and just know that you aren't forgotten. Thank you and Merry Christmas.
It's wonderful. It touches your heart all the way down to the bottom of your soul.
Okay, now we need the sugar. This is really giving them purpose. And Grandpa very seldom comes out of his room unless he goes outside to sit in the sun. And he's been down here every day at 8:30 wanting to cook.
It's special because my son, he is an Apache in Apache Longbow helicopters, and now he's in Baghdad area. I worry about him. He's been in so many wars and conflicts, and he said he didn't have to go, but he wanted to go because his men were going, and he needed to be with his men.
This is 175 dozen cookies.
I think that he would get a smile out of it because he knows that we put a lot of work into it and a lot of fun into it.
I can see them too. Probably at least one soldier will do what I did. You know, you look at that second or third cookie and you think about where it came from and who made it. And you say to the cookie, I love you too.
And always remember that you are in our prayers and we appreciate your service to our country.
Merry Christmas.
And I think we've got it. I think we do have a ton of cookies.
And, you know, I just thank God every day that I live in this community.
Ain't nothing like the blues, y'all. Early in the morning. Ain't nothing like the blues, yeah. Early in the morning.
It's been said the blues are easy to play, but hard to feel. The man known as King James can do both.
Rushing waters going down the stream. I don't know what it's supposed to mean, but I got the blues.
A lifelong love of muddy waters brought King James to the riverbank. A lack of Ben Franklin's in any other bank,
You know the nighttime?
leads him to gigs only a blues man would understand.
I say you know the nighttime. Oh, I'm living the blues. Experiencing ain't the word. Oh, man, the blues.
That's my neighbor, King James Fisher. He's the music man.
Can't you see I got some stuff on my mind?
He can play it, he can sing it, he can do it all.
Yeah, baby.
He is cool.
Yeah, I got the blues. Day and night. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Blues just says it straight out. Let it roll, baby. It don't take one side or the other. It just tells you straight out the truth. And I'm lonely in a big pretty city like Denver, Colorado.
You see, as the seasons change, a pretty city reveals an ugly past for King James.
Something's wrong with this picture. Pitiful, bro. Old man blues. Won't you please sit down and talk to me and explain this to me? Sad, bro. This is sad. That pillow, all this, these people's clothes. This is where people live. God, Being homeless strips you of everything. I lived in this alley. Not only in this alley, a bunch of other ones around here. Street is hard, especially when you got to sleep on it.
James Fisher has been clean, sober, and in low-income housing now for a couple of years.
I play the blues because try to let the people know that I ain't forgotten none of my friends out here.
But in here, King James can make that happen.
Here it comes. 1, 2, 3.
Right now, I'm in the studio doing a brand new CD.
Step a little closer, James.
Is that close enough?
I think he's got some talent and no one's given him a chance.
Yeah, just try another pass.
Except for Mario Casilio, who's producing the King James CD for free.
And if I had a chance, I would do it all over again. I think God has blessed him with a big old heart. If I had a chance,
King James hopes God blesses him with a big old audience.
I do it all over again, yeah. Money from this CD will go to the Homeless Coalition, and I'm gonna be trying to do my best to get somebody off this street. I don't wanna live it again. I don't wanna see nobody else living it.
The blues and homelessness. In many cases, it's not about choices, it's about reality.
But it's Christmas time. We all should spread a little cheer. You shouldn't have to sleep in the park. You ought to have somebody in your corner. Even if it's a dog that don't bark.
Or a blues man simply known around town as King James.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, and King James is on his way, yeah. Because everybody's got a life, and this is mine.
With photojournalist Corky Scholl, Adam Schrager, 9 News.